Everyone's heard of World of Warcraft. A lot of people have played it, one way or another. A lot of people have played it for a lot of time. I'm one of those people. I got WoW for my 13th birthday and it took over my life. Venturing into the game for the first time with a Night Elf Hunter because Legolas was cool. 13-year-old Greyhound became the worst kind of player, the Loot Goblin. I was the hunter weapon meme personified. If I could use it, I needed it. If it was blue, I needed it even more. If I was that hunter in your groups, I'm really sorry. But unfortunately for those grouping up with me, Azeroth was such an incredible world that I didn't want to play anything else. But I grew up, and WoW changed. Burning Crusade and Wrath released, and they were fun, but my real love for the game stayed stuck in 2005. Life came along, I stopped playing as much, and while I tried to get into retail, and I tried a lot, I just couldn't stay interested for longer than a few weeks at a time. But then Classic was released, and it was everything I wanted. Classic WoW is just the ultimate comfy game for me. I could play it forever. And within Classic, it's mostly the journey rather than the end game. So I'd hit max level on a character, maybe do a few endgame dungeons, and then quit for a while, content with my many map games to play instead. And believe me, I played a lot of map games. But deep in the back of my brain, there was always the urge to go back to WoW, to try and recapture the nostalgia one more time. And then the hardcore add-on came along. It completely revitalized WoW for me. Now, the main goal wasn't just hitting 60, which was inevitable no matter how long it may take you. It was hitting 60 while never dying. It was fun, it was exciting, it was a game changer. And despite the add-on restricting you to only grouping for dungeons and never trading, there was a buzz about the game again. There was a real community that developed. This was the game for me. And despite the many hours I'd put into WoW, there were a few things I'd never tried before. First, I'd barely touched the Horde side, and Horde characters that I had played had been mostly after Cataclysm had destroyed the world. Second, my ADHD riddled brain just could not play spellcasters. Too much sitting around drinking, not enough smashing buttons. So I never played Mage, Warlock or Priest to any real degree. And that brings us to the topic of this series. I'm playing a Mage for the first time, and it's going to be a troll for the first time. And I'm also naked, mostly, because I felt like things might be a bit spicier this way. And so, on the Classic Hardcore PTR, Greyhound the Mage's journey begins. We do the usual boring scorpion bashing in the Valley of Trials and help Galgar make his cactus apple surprise. Then beat up a few exhausted manual labourers for Form and Fazeril. We're not naked yet because that's something we decided on a little later, but it doesn't really matter for the starter soon. Either way, I stream on Twitch. This was all recorded on twitch.tv/greyhoundgirl, where I stream Monday to Thursday. They're really chill, cozy streams with a lovely community, and I play a lot of WoW, I do cosplays, and on top of it all, I have a very cute dog you can give treats to as well. But back to the game. We group up with a guy and kill Yarok Bane Shadow. Or rather, he kills Yarok. I completely failed to notice him. I should mention now that while I do like the idea of solo self-found in hardcore, and we will be doing elite quests and stuff like that alone, I think it's a little pointless to wait in line for a chance to tag a simple quest like this one. So we'll be grouping up to avoid any situations like this from happening. After finishing the Valley of Trials, we leave and we head over to Senjin Village at level 5 and start eradicating the local sea life for their mucus and their eyeballs. This gives us 10 really sticky glue, a very useful item you can use to get out of tough situations. I'll probably end up keeping it in my inventory until I die, because I'm always saving it for something really important. Then we run up to Razor Hill, collecting boron scope and meat and level cooking along the way. I'm planning on going for mining and engineering in the long term. Skinning is good for a bit of early money, and we'll need some leather for goggles later anyway. It's at this point that we have a decision. Do we commit to solo self-bound, or do we use the auction house? I'd like a lesser magic wand, and we could go enchanting to make one fairly easily, but Chad and I decided to skip the grinding and just buy one from the auction house. This is the point we decided to go naked, so after trying and failing to make some money with a bit of naked mailbox dancing, I sold my clothes and head outside the gates to kill a bit more wildlife, so we could afford a wand. Wand in hand, we head back down to Razor Hill and enter Tiragard Keep. Killing marines, sailors and this guy, and grab the letter from the chest on the roof and go hand in our quests. Had our first bag at this point, a teeny tiny 4-slot bag, but it's better than nothing. Now it's time to head down to the Troll and Tiger inhabited Echo Isles, where we kill more wildlife, steal some dino eggs, rip up with a guy to kill Zalazine, and recover Minshina's skull. Finishing the skull quest on the Echo Isles gives us the faintly glowing skull. This item will also come in really useful. With the Sending quest finished, we swim along the coast to collect the gnomish tools from the shipwrecks on our way back to Razor Hill. We meet this guy, Maxigar, along the way and kill him, but he doesn't drop anything interesting. Maybe this guy's for a quest or something, I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments below if you do know. And that brings us to now. Not very challenging so far, but it's only the start quests. We've got some scarier things coming up in the next episode. If you have enjoyed the video, it'd be really great if you subscribe to the channel. I'm only just starting out, this is my first ever video. Every single sub is a huge help. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.